Hello and welcome back to another Portland Responsibility County YouTube video. Today we're going to take a look at the new update that includes the permanent scanner game pass and the file extinguisher as long as other things. Let's just hop into it. So right where we have the scanner, it was added in a few updates ago. I'm pretty sure the last update to be precise. And this scanner, it only lasts for 7 minutes each time you buy it, and it costs $1,075. Pretty expensive for something that only lasts 7 minutes. But now with this new Game Pass, you can go ahead and buy it permanently to always be in your inventory with only a 5-minute cooldown. Let's take a look at it. So here it says permanent scanner. This scanner can be used to view police radio chat and locations of nearby cops. This pass will give you the scanner permanently, so you won't have to buy a new one. And it says note, the scanner can be active for 7 minutes at a time. There's a 5-minute recharge cooldown between uses. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait 5 minutes between each use, but I think it's pretty worth it. So let's go ahead and buy it for only the low price of 85 Robux, which is the cheapest Game Pass, I believe, out of this now 6 Game Passes in Portland Responsibility County. Let's move on to the next part of this update. Now the next part of this update is fire extinguishers, and I think the reason they put this in the game, it only works in small files like a vehicle file, and it's actually pretty realistic when it comes to roleplay now, because how realistic is it for you, the first person to get on scene in like a fast vehicle? You can't just pull a fire hose out of that. You can only get a fire hose from like an engine, a fire engine. You can't just cut the top of a hose off and use it. So now for small files, you can go to your trunk and pull out your fire extinguisher, and here's what it looks like. There's some writing on the side. It says spray files to put them out. It's kind of weird. It works just like the fire hose by moving up and down. There's some writing on this side. Apparently it's a foam fire extinguisher for Liberty File. So it takes a longer time to put the fire out, but if you just were to spray it, gotta give it a second. It takes way longer. Yep, there it goes, it's out. And boom, it's done. Now if you had a fire hose, it would be way different. And this one sounds different too. So they both say the same thing. Just this one only works in small files. So if you're on a fire engine, you don't want to bring this to like a brush file or a building file, because it won't work. So this is for vehicle files and role plays if you want to do them. But the only thing they work on is the vehicle files. They tested it, it doesn't work on building files, so I wouldn't bring it though. Let's move on to the SWAT update. Now on the police team, if you have the SWAT Game Pass and you have the police customization Game Pass, you can customize your SWAT vehicles, the SWAT F-150 and the SWAT Tahoe, which is the only SWAT ones other than the Bellcat. So now you can make it silk top, you can delete the spotlight, you can delete the ram bar, you equip the supervisor, a SWAT supervisor. That's weird. And you can also do this on the Tahoe. You can make a silk top, you can delete it, you can do whatever you want. And this is also a thing on the sheriff team. So let's go ahead and see what those look like. Now this looks pretty cool. So you can actually see everything's been removed. It's pretty cool. It says sheriff on the back. This is the sheriff one, by the way. Has supervisor. There's no top light, and there is no ram bar. So that's just an update for all SWAT vehicles, not including the Bellcat. You can now customize them if you have Police Customization Game Pass. Now it's not in the game right now, but there used to be sound effects if you crashed into a tree, and there was also a visual effect too. And there's also sound effects if you crash into a building, but they have currently been removed due to them being very laggy for low-end devices. So they're gonna be brought back as soon as they found a way to remove them from low-end devices while still have them on high-end devices. So I can't wait for that to come back. And there's also a bunch of other stuff, including criminals no longer dying in vehicle files if police are near them, so they can no longer evade the police by killing themselves in files, which is pretty good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video off now. If you want to see the full list of bug fixes and improvements, you can see that in the update log posted on the game page. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.